What the hell? Oh my gosh. So, guys, I wanted to share this crazy dream I had this morning. And you normally don't remember dreams, so it's really weird that I remembered most of this dream. Anyways, I was going to entitle this, What the Fuck Am I Dying? But I thought that would be too bait and click. But it's a really amazing dream. So, a little backstory is I've been studying for this movie that I'm going to direct. I've been studying some stuff, history of like witchcraft and stuff. Not necessarily evil, just in culture and art and history and stuff like that. So maybe that's affecting my dreams, but I had this crazy dream where I was in this familiar hotel, like a 5-star, 60-story hotel, like one you would find in Dubai or Hong Kong or something. And I had been there before in my dreams. I was familiar with this 5-star hotel, but it was weird because each level of the hotel you could get out and be on a street, so that would mean that there were like stacks of streets, which doesn't make sense, but it does in dream world. But anyways, so the dream starts after I'm staying in the room, and then I have this feeling that I'm finally by myself, like I'm liberated, which could be death. Who knows? You can interpret your dreams a million different ways, but it was this feeling like, wow, I'm finally free of worry and anxiety and stress and responsibility and stuff like that. So I was like, cool, and I was like alone in this giant 5-star hotel. Not alone, because there were people that worked there and other guests and tourists, but I was obviously a guest at this hotel. And then I went looking, and then I had to get into this elevator and go up to the 50th floor, and it was a huge elevator, and I was scared of heights, and really scared to go up, and I had to be in this elevator by myself. You have that dream, that worry when you're in an elevator by yourself that it's going to fall, or it's going to stop, or you're going to get stuck or whatever. Like, everyone has that fear sometimes. So I get in this elevator and I have to go up to the 50th floor. Well, I'm 43, so maybe that's me approaching 50. That's one way to interpret it. Anyways, I finally get to the top of this long, slow, arduous journey to 50. And I get out, and I'm still in this hotel, and it's awesome, and there's like buffets and casinos, and there's beautiful, spectacular views of bays and gorgeous waters and mountains, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Am I going to eat? Am I going to gamble? Am I going to, spank the monkey? Like, what do I want to do first? So I go exploring, and then I'm looking for something. Like, I start looking for a restaurant, but then I don't want to get in that elevator again and go back down by myself. I'm like, fuck that. I survived it. I'm not getting back on that elevator. So I decide to take some stairs, and I follow some dudes in some dark, like their takeout home. These people live in my dream. They live in that hotel or nearby apartments or whatever. It's like a very familiar place. And then I go down, and I end up on a street level again, and it's amazing. Like, it's like sort of like a combination of like London and Hong Kong and all these big, huge cities, and magical. And there's like I said, there's like island mountains in the water, sort of like the one in The Force Awakens. Like, it's this magical place, but really busy, crowded. And I keep looking, and there's like, okay, there's an amazing old Chinese restaurant, there's amazing old this restaurant, and for some reason I'm looking for a restaurant. So this old man, he looks like he's 85, he's like, points to this old door, and he's like, go in there. Yeah, that place is great, you'll love it, every bite is great. So I walk in there, and I swear to God, I can't imagine how I could imagine this place. So it's so beautiful, and I'm like happy, like it's heavenly to me. It's really heavenly, this restaurant. It's like there's carvings, and there's just stuff that I can't even imagine. I've never seen anything like that in real life, to my knowledge, so I don't know how I could imagine that stuff. And it's just so beautiful, and I'm blown away. And they're like, come on in, have a bite. And I'm like, no, I'm cool, I'm gonna go check something out. And I leave. And here's the crazy part. So I go into this Irish bar, like an old Celtic bar, and there's this beautiful milfy, like Irish, gorgeous 45, 55, who knows, something bartender there, but they're obviously not open for business. And she has this strong Gaelic accent, like I could barely understand her. Again, I don't speak Gaelic, so I don't know how I could imagine that accent, but in my dream she had this really strong Gaelic accent. And she starts talking to me, and she's like, oh, the place you're looking for, I'm not going to do an Irish accent. Oh, the place you're looking for is... No, that's Lucky Charms. That's not a real Irish accent. But anyways, she's like, you want to find it, but it's really hard to find. You have to go out and find. And she said some word like Seath or Sheath or Sith, dun 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 dun, or something, right? And she's like, you want to go there. That's the place you're looking for, but it's really hard to find. But you'll find it eventually. And go out the door. And then as I turned around, she's like, but you'll find it, Jude. You'll find it. And I was like, how the fuck does this woman know my name? Because I remember I'm in a dream, so I think it's real. So I'm like, I never told this woman my name, this hot Irish maiden. So anyways, I leave, and then I look around, and again I'm so inspired by the beauty around me, this gorgeous place. And then I see a street sign, and I can't remember the spelling, but it was that word she said. It was like seethe or scythe or shide, or anyways. So I wake up and I'm like, what the hell just happened? That was an amazing dream. And then I start analyzing it. Am I approaching 50? Am I approaching death? Is my career? There's like a million ways to think about it. But it's so weird because I've been thinking a lot about this kind of otherworldly stuff, which is probably why I had the dream. But anyways, I start looking up this word, and there's like several different meanings depending on. One is like a cauldron where they boil animals and stuff. So the first thing I read that, and I was like, oh shit, as I could interpret that as hell, like I'm in heaven because this place is so heavenly in my dreams. And then she's like, no, you're not welcome here. You got to go find hell, and you'll find it eventually. That's one interpretation. One is there's an old Irish word similar to that, which is of this beautiful muse maiden woman, which this woman was. And in folklore, she basically inspires you. She trades it for your life. She's a otherworldly fairy, if you will, that is beautiful and like a siren. I did a movie called Siren. That's weird. That the human falls in love with her, and she takes their soul, and eventually she inspires them to do crazy things like movies, poetry, whatever. They said a lot of W.B. Yeats said a lot of Irish poets had their soul taken by this muse. So was it a muse reaching out for me from another plane? Because it certainly felt like heavenly and crazy. But those people die young because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the inspiration. And then she takes another human lover, basically type. That's one interpretation. One was that there's a word in Irish, again, is definitely an Irish-centric dream, that means skin or hide. So was I on this astral projection spiritual plane? And she was like basically saying, okay, go back and find your skin because it means skin or hide or leather. Was she saying, go back to your body? You can find it if you get back to it. You're not supposed to be here yet, like another heavenly dimension or plane. Anyways, I just wanted to share it because it was an amazing dream. I know I'm not doing it justice. It was incredible, crazy, ridiculous, cool. I wish I dreamt like that more. I don't know if it's the food I eat or just the music I'm listening to or the research I'm doing for my film, but I love it when I have dreams like that. So dream on, hoBRO's. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, much love and respect to all y'all. Peace.